ready for rugby fever, where young talents from all over come to showcase their skills in the ultimate school showdown. Meet the future field heroes of rugby. Experience the thrill of every try time. Feel the power of epic tackles. Chase the school glory with every match. Cheer for your school. Get ready to watch epic rugby battle and witness the rise of future champs. The excitement is contagious. Catch the action here. Welcome to the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024, where legends begin.
Hello and a very good afternoon to all our viewers. You're watching live action of Dialog Rugby League 2024. Isipathana College, the unbeaten in Group 1A versus the runners-up from Group 2A, Royal College. This is going to be a helter-skelter of an event. The 70 minutes enthralling rugby is up to expectation. Although despite the fact home ground advantage is there for the Green Machines, but you cannot underestimate this Royal outfit. As you know that in terms of the head-to-head table, both Royal and Isipathana Royal had a slight advantage, and they are playing this trophy game as well. Abdullah Yusuf joined with me in the commentary box, former Royal skipper, of course, the 1997 skipper, if I'm not mistaken. Abdullah, very good afternoon to you.
Yes, good afternoon, Sabir. Yes, what a Saturday we can look forward to. Not just here at Havelock Park, but another big encounter at the St. Peter's grounds as well. As we have a look at the weather forecast for today, just ideal conditions for rugby. Unlikely that there'll be any showers whatsoever. The ground conditions are near perfect. We've just seen the conclusion of the junior games between the two schools, and it was a wonderful encounter as well. So the teams who are willing to spread the ball out wide will definitely get their money's worth today.
Absolutely, indeed. So weather condition, certainly Isipathana would love that weather condition. They are running team, of course. But what I love to see is that their improvement in terms of their front row forwards and also their center combination. Because Shahid Zumri, the playmaker, we have seen him coming into that center combination, and he's very versatile in terms of backline wherever he wants to play. And let's go on to the last week. The concluded week results, Thurston versus Royal. Royal, a 3-point shot for another century against Thurston College. The newcomers, of course, they will have the relegation battle. Trinity, on the other hand, convincing win over their Candian counterpart, Dharmaraja College, and Zaira College won that convincingly after 27 years winning against the Kingswood College up in the hills, 38-0, and then St. Joseph versus Wesley. What a game by Wesleyites. Playing with a man disadvantage, that numerical advantage with that red card, but they were so brilliant on that game. And then Isipathana versus St. Thomas's, that's pretty much like a finale here in the same venue, 41 points to 27, and Vidyartha had, in fact, St. Peter's had the better of Vidyartha, 42 points to 3. And Science College versus DSA Nanayaka. Close first 15 to 20 minutes, then DSA Nanayaka became the boss on that day at Stadium, Sugadasa Stadium, and then Sri Sumangala versus St. Anthony's. A close encounter, a lot of positive for Sri Sumangala, the underdogs against St. Anthony's, winning that win over 25 to 17. And at the end of the first round, this is how the points table in terms of Group 1A. Isipathana College unbeaten, 7 out of 7, but out of 7 games they have managed to get only 4 bonus points. We will see how crucial is that end of next week. We have to wait and see. Trinity, on the other hand, they really had a roller coaster ride, just like their coach Fazil Marija show explained or said on my show. And here we go. They are on the right, a well-deserved spot in the number 2 to play this super round. And St. Thomas's, DSA Nanayaka, Dharmaraja, Science, St. Anthony's, Sri Sumangala follow the rest of the points table, respectively. And Group 2A, the unbeaten is St. Peter's College. They certainly played like the defending champions, gaining all those all-important bonus points, 7 out of 7 BPs, scoring 4 tries or more in each game. And Royal College, 35 points overall, with only one loss, that is against St. Peter's. And number 3 to number 8, Wesley, Zaira, Vidyartha, St. Joseph's, Kingswood, and Thurston, respectively.
Yes, well, so that's how both tables look, and as a result of long group stage, we have now entered the super round. And we're just preparing for the first game of that super round, which is between St. Peter's and Trinity, which will be at Bambalapitia today. And of course, this game that we are bringing you in here from the Havelock Park, Isipathana taking on Royal.
That's right. So this is the business end two. It's pretty much like semi-finals, although St. Peter's and Isipathana have the advantage. And we'll go for a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more action.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk or call 0117 756 756. Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Radials. The road is yours.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Hot and spicy fun vibe with the work karanga. Beat the remake karanga tavinna. Hada with power ayana give me a fashion karanga. Fun turana kotumi kick kolena. Prima kotumi fun tamai.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
Swistek Aquashield 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
Swistek Aquashield 2K waterproofer. සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Welcome back to Havelock Park. This is Dialog Schools Rugby League. The super round clash between home team Isipathana College versus Royal College. And it's going to be an enthralling encounter like we mentioned. And it's quite a hot and humid condition as expected in the beautiful Colombo city, the capital of Colombo. And once again, a very good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are watching from on your number one sport channel in Sri Lanka, the Papare. And also you are watching this live on Dialog Television channel 127 rather. And you can see the numbers are packed stadium here, packed ground here at the Havelock Park, which is always great to see when it comes to the business end of the tournament. This is how Isipathana beat their counterpart early on in the first week. They beat Sri Sumangala College Kandy 50 points to 3. And then in their second game, Science College, that was a close. That's where they missed the bonus point, scoring 4 tries. And then Isipathana versus Dharmaraja, 46 points to 8, a convincing win. Then they took on Trinity College, very close, just 2 points. And some additions in terms of officiating controversies were there, but they just know how to win an important game. That's how Green Machine are made of. And then DSA Nanayaka versus Isipathana, 24 points to 27. Yet another close encounter. It was pretty much a seesaw battle between both the teams. And then Isipathana host St. Anthony's Eagles, 38 points to 8 victory. And last week, pretty much a convincing victory for Isipathana, 41 points to 27.
And these are the fixtures for Royal in that first round. A good convincing victory against Kingswood at home. And then cruise past Vidyartha up in Nittavala, followed by some pretty impressive victories against Zahira, Wesley, St. Joseph's, and of course just falling short against a very good St. Peter's team at the Royal College Sports Complex. And just last week, Royal did rest quite a few of their players for that encounter against Thurston, all of them coming back for this game and ending up as pretty comfortable winners, 97 points to 13.
And we are here after 2 super round games, in fact, rugby championship games. Earlier this morning, we witnessed some great game between the Springboks and the Wallabies, and then Argentina, the Pumas, winning over the much fancied All Blacks. And this team, if Royal to win Abdullah Yusuf, I think that they have to do what Argentina did against the All Blacks today.
Yeah, that's right. Try and win that game up front, try and win the breakdown, and most importantly, they've got to ensure that their lineouts function well. It's a part of their game that has been relatively shaky, but I'd have to say in that Peters game, it was probably their strongest suit. So I'm sure they will be expecting a similar performance, and these are the top try scorers in the league thus far. That very impressive Peter right wing 3/4 Vishenka Silva with 14 tries. Royals Didula Jayasuriya, after scoring 6 tries against Thurston, has raced up that table and is sitting on 9 tries and in second position. Gayan Pereira, the skipper, with 8 tries. Saneshka Liana Gunawardhan with 7 tries, and to round it off, the Peterite skipper Dulaj Nawondhya with 6 tries.
Yeah, that's the top try scorers of the Dialog Schools Rugby League. And let's have a look at the points scorers. Again, Vishenka Silva right on top with 70, and then Wesley's Abdul Hadi He managed to get that second spot with 57 points. Nabil Yahya, Royal Centre, 55 points. And Rusit Tamode from Vidyartha College, 49 points. Janida Veeratna of DSNR College with 48 points. Vishenka Silva leads the top try scoring and the point scorers list as well. Some fine performance, of course, by the wing three. And such a fine him and Pasindu Silva for St. Peter's College and for Isipathana. Today's key battle going to be between Shahid Zumri and his opposite counter, Nabil Yahya.
Yeah, that's right. But Yahya today has moved to the fullback position. So Zumri will continue by the looks of it to maintain his position at fly half. So I think that's going to be pivotal, especially for the Isipathana lads, because I'm sure they'll be looking to play this game with much width as possible. I don't think they'll want to get into a forwards battle with the Royal 8. And the conditions are ideal for their kind of rugby which they intend to play as well.
Absolutely, we can't wait. We are heading ever closer to the kickoff. We'll go for a quick break and we'll be back with the team cards and the kickoff of this super round action.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා. බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now. Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Welcome back to Havelock Park once again. The Super Round first fixture, Isipathana home team will take on the Royal College. The defending leaders, group toppers from Group 1A and the runners-up from Group 2A. And it's going to be, yet again, we are going to expect some bone-crunching, fast-paced rugby here at Havelock Park. Both teams need this win more than anything. On the other hand, we do have another game coming from St. Peter's College between St. Peter's and Trinity College. Let's go with the team cards. Once again, I'm joined with Abdullah Yusuf in my commentary. Co-commentator Abdullah, your Royal team.
Yes, they've retained Jehan Bandara after impressive performance against Thurston last week. He'll be joined in by two experienced players in Nakib Mohammed and Tinet Gamage in the front row. Bonika Senanaik and Jehan Veerasurya, two league players for Royal, will have a big role to play today. And the very impressive Ayash Shayam moves to his more customary blindside flanker role. Will be joined by Senuja Ranasinghe and Patirana rather from that usual centre position. They experimented last week against number 8 and seems to have done enough to retain his position at number 8. Simak Shafiq and Idris Farooq are back in the halves combination. Amika Samarasinghe and Didula Jayasurya were very impressive against Thurston, but will be up against a much formidable defensive Isipathana team today. Will be the two wing three-quarters. Tiven Lakdev will partner with the Royal skipper Tiven Pereira, and Nabil Yahya comes into his more customary number 15 position. The replacements: Marika, Yatavara, Aman Mohideen, Patirana, Farooq, Vijayawardena, Mudan Kotua, Jai Nidu and Nazar.
Yeah, some interesting changes by coach Dushant Luke on that starting lineup. And let's move on to the home team. Isipathana College team card. We'll see what are the changes they have made by coach Salia Kumar. Pretty much looked like the same as they played against St. Thomas's. Setum Rajapaksha, Lashita Mapitagama, Kavin Tarusha, the tight-head mobile prop forward in the front row combination. Kenula Hetiarachi and Abdul Ahmed in that lock combination. Shakib Ahmed, that is Shakib Zumri brothers starting in this game. Dudangoda and Jayveera in the skipper in that number 8 position. Kalindu Silva, the Nipi scrum half, partnering with Avishka Hiran in that half-back combination. Abdul Aziz and Nimanta Sandeep in the wing 3 position. Dinanda Vikramarshi and Shahid Zumri used to play at number 10 in the first few games, and this is a key swapper by coach Saleh Kumar to play him at number 13. And then Abdullah Faizer will be the last man of defense. And in the replacement, Herat Mewanka Tahir Di Costa, Disas Irosh Senut, and a few others in this green machine lineup. So both teams are geared up and just coming out of the dressing rooms. All important game. This is a Dialog Schools Rugby Super Round clash as Isipathana. High hopes for them to win these games as they are favourites in terms of the home condition as well as their unbeaten running tag. Abdullah, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's going to be a really close game as this encounter has always been over the years, and you'd probably say Isipathana come into this game as slight favourites, playing at home, remaining unbeaten, so their confidence will be high. Royal probably yet smarting from that defeat to the Peterites, will want to make amends. You've got to keep in mind that this is being played for the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. It's an encounter that both teams take very seriously and really strive to have that trophy in their cabinet at the end of the season. So both teams no doubt will put their best foot forward, and of course they need to keep in mind that there's a league title on the line as well, so a lot to play for in this game.
Absolutely, indeed. Both teams are going for the team introduction and then followed by the school anthem, and these are the formalities of most of the home team does. However, coming back to Isipathana team, they were brilliant last week against St. Thomas's. Their hat-trick hero, who used to play at the outside centre, he was brought into play as the wing recorder. That was Nimanta Sandeep. and that young man was in a fine form. He's got his rhythm found, and he got his wheels, he's got his petrol in tanks. But today it's a different day, it's a new day, a new game, Abdullah. How do you come back to that?
Yes, I think they also enjoyed a lot of front football in that game. I think that's something Royal will try to stop this Isipathana team from getting. They'll probably try and win that gain line as much as possible. And if they do manage to do that, that'll go a long way in stifling this Isipathana three-quarter line. Because once they start getting good front football, they can be pretty difficult to stop. So the breakdown is going to be crucial, and I'm sure that's an area where Royal will put a lot of emphasis. And again, the line out. I think Royal, with having Burneka Senanayaka and Veera Surya back in their ranks, will try to spoil that Isipathana line out as much as possible.
Oh yeah, that is going to be an interesting clash among the lineouts and the forwards play. And the guest introduction.
As the teams being introduced to Sanjay Fernando. Is the brother of well-known Dilroy Fernando, as well as this trophy is being played in memory of his eldest brother as well, who unfortunately lost his life during the war, civil war. And it's just great that that he's here to be introduced to both these teams, and the chief guest as well, I presume. So a wonderful occasion for the Fernando family.
And this is the beauty of having a trophy game, isn't it, Abdullah? Many traditional trophy games that gives a symbolic gesture and also continuing that momentum, and it has a lot of differences in terms of continuing that trophy game over the years. There's the skipper on number 8 shirt, Mr. Jayavira. He's been an unsung hero as well. He was not performing up to expectation in the first quarter of this tournament, and then later he proven that he's a great leader. He was a silent assassin in that number 8 shirt with the green machine.
Yes, he does a lot of hard work, isn't it? Doesn't get the credit that probably he deserves, but he does a lot of work in that tight area, and I'm sure he'll have a big role to play, because probably Royal have a slight advantage in terms of size in the forwards, and it's something which he will have to try and get in there and try and disrupt that Royal 8's forward momentum as much as possible.
That's the team introduction is done, and we'll go for the anthem.
True to our
Thank you very much. School anthem of Isipathana College.
There we go. That's the anthem of both Royal College and Isipathana College, and the proceedings been done, and it's time for the kickoff. Both teams surely looking forward to this. So as this plenty of numbers out here at Havelock Park. Great to see the ground here is completely packed.
Yes, you can just feel the tension at the ground. School songs sung with a lot of passion by not just the players but both set of spectators as well. And I think both teams will now just want to get this game going. It's going to the final huddles. Royal will want to get off to a good start. Look to try and silence this Isipathana crowd as early as possible. Don't want to give too much momentum to this outstanding Isipathana outfit. If they do, could be playing catch up, and it's a area of the game I don't think Royal will want to get into here at Havelock Park, isn't it, Sabir?
Absolutely. Whoever scores the first point, certainly they will have that momentum. It's not easy to come or chasing once you give or concede a point, especially in this atmosphere. And Royal outfit, certainly their dominant is their forwards play. And it will be interesting in the first 10 minutes how their backs gonna counter, or backs defensive work gonna line up, whether they are going to come with the rush defense or whether they are going to create some dogleg defense. It will be interesting whether they allow some space, but that won't be right option, as they are well aware. And it's also would be interesting how well Isipathana's kicking game will come into this in terms of a territorial battle. Skipper, Royal skipper, a while ago we saw him on the screen, Thivain Pereira. Two Thivains are there.
Yes, Thivain Lakdev and Thivain Pereira, Royal centre combination, will have a big role to play, primarily to keep that outstanding Shahid Zubair in check. And these are the match officials for today. Referee Shankar Abekon will be assisted by Robin Alexander and Praneeth Veranga, while Dinka Paris will be the TMO for today.
There we go, the first game of this season. We are bringing you the television match official in this super round. Referee Shankar says all set, and here's Isipathana attacking from left to right. This is the Dialog Schools Rugby super round clash, and the kick is not finding straight into the basket of a Royal player. However, here's Royal. Big run by Bueneka. This lock forward over 6 foot. Oh, that's an early miss. Knock on advantage. Isipathana will take that gracefully. Here they are from the word go, taking all his time. That was Abdul Ahmad using his left. The long pass by Zumri. A very well marked defense, but referee will come back to the initial infringement, which is a scrum in favor of Isipathana. Just a perfect start, Abdullah.
First knock on.
Yes, and you have to say, not very clever by Royal. Inside your 22 at the very start of the game. Not quite sure why they were trying to spread the ball out wide. I think Farooq needed to have taken control and just kick that ball downfield. They were inside the 22 as well, and as a result of that knock on by Nabil Yahya, they had given the first attacking opportunity to this Isipathana team.
Quite unfortunate for Nabil Yahya. He just took his eyes off before he catch that funny oval-shaped ball. Here's referee Shankar. He's asking for a perfect scrum.
Steady. Steady.
Looks nice and steady and square.
All in.
Kalindu Silva and using the shorter side. Here's the number 12 with his first shot, Dinanda Vikramarachi. No hurry in the ruck. Here's the lucid Sethum Rajapaksha. Isipathana still with position. Again, Kalindu Shenal taking his time. Here's center, the hat-trick hero of last game with his first touch. And that was Avishka Hiran, in fact. And here's Isipathana once again. Playing so calm and composed. Here's the lucid prop. Lovely offload to Kenula. Kenula goes into contact. Royal not panicking in terms of their defense. Not engaged by many numbers as well. Abdul Ahmad with the contact. The lock forward. Kalindu Shenal taking his time, switching directions, and that's a good hit, but unfortunately the ball pops up, and that's the first error by Isipathana.
Yeah, well, Royal definitely made amends for that error in judgment earlier on with a wonderful defensive display. They just held their line, did not give Isipathana much space, and it was really good discipline by Royal, so that will give them a lot of confidence. Now from this scrum, they just need to try and look to clear their lines and just not spend too much time in the Isipathana, or rather Royal 22.
Absolutely, Abdullah. They showed so much patience in terms of their defense, not panicking at all. That is the switch pass from Avishka Hiran to Dinada, the center. Unfortunately, he could not hold on to position. The first scrum in favor of Royal College to come out of jail.
All in. Flankers in.
Simak with the feed. Ball goes out to Farooq, and this time makes no mistake. That's a really good touch finder by Farooq, sending play almost close to the halfway mark. Also, Sabir, that was a really good tackle by Royal's number 8, Disas Patirana. Head on, never easy to make that tackle. And it was a solid hit that resulted in that knock on. So we have a look at that replay once again. A really good strike by Idris Farooq. That will give him a lot of confidence.
Yeah, Farooq and Simak, that halfback combination been fruitful for Royal. And here's the first line out. Lasita Mapitagama with the throw in. Kaindu. That's not a good pass. Good tackle though.
No.
Royal showing urgency in terms of their defense. Here's Kavin Tarusha carrying for the first time. Kalindu Shenal gives it to the fly, and he puts a kick, and it was a lovely touch finder. One bounce into the touch, and it's going to be a 50-22 if I'm not mistaken. I wonder whether the pass by Silva was sent inside the 50 meter mark. Would be interesting if we can go through a replay. Kalindu Shenal, the halfback.
Nonetheless, that was a very well calculated piece of play. They drew the Royal wing 3/4 up. Yahya had a lot of space to cover, and it was a perfectly pinned kick into the 22. So, good attacking opportunity for Isipathana.
Here's Kenula Mihisara with the number 4 shirt on. He's been so handy in terms of line-out drive and also scrummage. And his ball carrying ability very well collected by Abdullah. And here comes Zumri. And the ball comes loose. Royal turnover. Here's Royal. A long cutout pass. Space from the 5 meter mark. Lovely low tackle comes from Isipathana. That's by the number 10. Shahid Zumri. However, is that high? Crowd goes wild. Yes, says the assistant referee as well. And Royal playing with that penalty advantage. Puts the kick into the hands of Abdullah. Pfizer, the fullback of the green machine. But the green number 5 was the culprit on that occasion. It was Abdul Ahmad with that high tackle. So good to hear those communication from the referees. Now we know what is the incident, what is the root cause exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, what a wonderful bit of work by Royal's fly half, Idris Farooq. Royal were under the pump, but he got in there and managed to turn that ball over when Royal were really on the back foot, and some good work. Very rarely do you see a fly half getting into those kind of situations. It is Sabir, so it's a very brave work by the Royal number 10.
Absolutely. We are into the 7th minute. My words, didn't even realize we are into the 7th minute. This is fast-paced rugby. This is Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024. Coach Dushant Liuke on your screens, along with their assistant coach Radhika Hettiarachi, legendary Tusker, both captain the national team. And here's Farooq with his touch finder. And that's a very decent kick and very acrobatic work by Isipathana number 13 to keep the ball in play. That was Nimantha Sandeepa, but all of a sudden Abdullah was under pressure. Sometimes all those brave efforts come not in favor. Here's Royal, taking it quickly. Excellent stuff by number 8, Disas Patirana. And Isipathana a bit slow in terms of their reaction. They didn't expect this quick tap and go. Excellent work by Yehan Bandara.
Last foot, go back.
Now Royal into the 5 meter. Excellent work by Simak.
Back.
Again Simak using its shorter side. Here's the skipper, Tiwain. He cannot be isolated. Royal need numbers. Here's the big number 4, Bhunaka Senanayaka, trying to dash through his opposite number. Mohammad Simak taking his time. Here's Naqib Mohammed, the hooker. We'll see whether Isipathana can be patient and just what Royal did in their opposite half a while ago. Another pick and go, good defense.
Release.
This is 6th phase and they are marching towards the 7th phase. Ihan Bandara pick and go. He was supported by Ihan Veerasurya. Two Ihans combining. Here's Naqib Mohammed. Royal cannot be isolated. They need to find a space. Here's Steven Pereira, 2-on-1. Just needed a draw and pass, but it doesn't matter. That's the number 8 break. But almost closing towards the Amana Bank try. And Disas Simak acting as halfback. Advantage in favor of Royal. A penalty advantage for offside infringement. And no try, says referee Shankar. So they have options.
Side.
Again, number 5, Abdul Ahmad, who comes through the side. Taken it quickly. Wow, interesting. Royal not opting to go for their
you're going off it.
line out, which is their trademark weapon.
Advantage.
Yet another advantage. Going off it is the call.
Hey, going off.
Continuous infringement coming from Isipathana. Here's Royal. Well, that's a knock-on, but they do have the advantage of their lab, but too many warnings coming. Perhaps next time.
Yes, let's see a conversation in the refs and the players. Yes, it looks like it was a final warning because there were a couple of infringements in the red zone. So Ishanka Abekon very clear in his communication. Isipathana on a warning.
Wow, we witnessed the first scrum in the 60th minute between All Blacks versus Pumas, but here Royal not opting scrum, neither a line out, instead pick and go. Bhuvanaka was driven backwards. Again, Tineth Gamage, the tight head prop, the ball carrier. He was well held by his opposite number, and that was unfortunate for Mohammad Simak, the scrum off. Referee gives a clear warning for number 4, Kenula Misera, not to do that again.
Yes, I'm just not sure why Royal opted to take the short tap. I don't know it's a change of tactic or whether they want to try and make Isipathana make as many tackles as possible earlier on. But the normal mode of operation is to go to touch, have the line out and use the driving maul to good effect. But this time, Simak just looking ahead. Fortunately, the ball striking against one of his own teammates.
fine.
Now a chance for Isipathana to clear their lines.
Little scrub on Shemak face by Kenula. Referee
All in.
clearly
Back
said
again.
not to do that again. Here's Isipathana. Can they come out of jail? A lovely good pass. And their center into contact. Again taking all the time. It was Zumri this time, puts the ball into touch and he could not find the touch. Straight away into Amika Samarasinghe's hands. Oh, lovely step. But that...
Yes, it's jumping up in the tackle. Royal were penalized last week as well against Thurston on a number of occasions. So it's don't seem that they have learned from what happened last week. And you'd have to say Sabir lost opportunity for Royal. Got so close to that Isipathana line, but now they find themselves back virtually on halfway mark. So both teams having the opportunities earlier on, but no one being clinical enough to take that. As we have a look at that once again, Didula definitely leaving his feet when the tackle is being made, and Ishanka Rabekot very correctly penalizing the Royal Wing Tree.
This is not the first time we have witnessed a penalty for a jumping occasion. There's a few others, even in the St. Thomas's Isipathana game, so as Royal versus St. Peter's game. But when it comes to jump, it's quite the margin for it is very close, Abdullah.
Yes, pardon me, I think on that occasion it was Amika Sena's Samarasinghe who was the guilty party.
Yeah, Amika Samarasinghe. Here's Kenula with his second line out. No pressure by Royal whatsoever. They were waiting until Isipathana line out drive to be set. But this time, number three collapse. The drive. Here Zumri puts a kick into space, but it was well covered. He knew that advantage is on his favor. Although he's starting at 13, this is where he was dangerous when he comes as the first receiver or into that decision-making fly half position. Right, Isipathana inching towards Royals 22. They came in the very second minute of this play. Here's that incident again. Number 3, the tight head prop. Yeah, that occasion he was pushing it to side, but you can push it into side, Abdullah.
Yes, not quite sure whether it was the prop forward on the other side that was making the infringement, but nonetheless, Royal have a lot of defending to do here. Another really good line out by Isipathana. Quick ball out to the 3/4.
That's an interesting move by the halfback. Instead of him going sending out to his big forwards, he opted to go by himself, and as a result, turnover. That was a clear mismatch. Royal once again. A lovely starter stepper by the skipper.
First roll away.
But the first offensive player not rolling away is the call. They want to play in the Isipathana territory.
Yes, so that was an interesting call by Ishanka Bekon, very clearly articulated. The Isipathana player who came to the breakdown had all rights to the ball, but the only issue is one of his teammates was on the wrong side. So what that does is he impedes the person who is coming to clear the ruck to have a fair share in clearing the balls for his team. So that's why it was penalized. Very well and very clearly communicated by referee Abekor.
Yeah, here's that replay. Ball comes loose, and Isipathana, great work by the lucid Yahan Bandara. He secured position, and as a result getting that opportunity to come out of jail. Great work this time by Kenula, or perhaps it was by Kenula, winning a Royal line out. Oh, this time it's too slow by the halfback Khalid Shenal. Royal with the advantage. Here they come. First time Nabil Yahya. In fact, it was the skipper Thiven Pereira.
Back.
Again, Nakib Mohammed into contact. Simak. Oh dear, oh dear.
Number?
That's another unforced error, but it doesn't matter, says the referee. This time the call from the assistant referee Alexander, as Isipathana Skenula is playing offside on that occasion. Good opportunity for 3 points. Perhaps they will go for the touch this time.
Yes, it's also has to be noted that the work rate of Royals number 8, this Isipathana has been outstanding in defense and in attack. He's been a real live wire thus far. So that's a switch that has definitely worked in Royals' favor. He's bringing those skills that he has as a three-quarter into good effect in the number 8 position.
Yeah, that's a forward pass. It doesn't matter because the advantage in favor of Royal. And here they come into the opposite 22. And now it's going to be a second Royal line-out. The first Royal line-out was intercepted by Isipathana. Here they are this time with their trademark weapon advantage. Isipathana skipper, the culprit this time, Nisaja, collapsing that driving maul.
Number 8.
Yes, and you have to say that was pretty cynical as well, wasn't it, Sabir? He had no intentions of stopping that maul legally. Just use his way to try and drag it down. And you'd have to say probably a bit lucky not to have been shown a card, because if you have a look at that once again, Royal had a little bit of momentum. Isipathana skipper just had no intention, as you can see, just clinging on to the Royal defender and using his way to drag it down.
Absolutely the correct call. Here's Nakib Mohammed with the throw-in. Collected well by Royals Yehan.
No, green.
This time it's perfectly fine, says referee. Disas, pick and go. He was supported by Nakib Mohammed.
Use it.
Another pick and go, changing direction. Here's another pick and go. A bit of lateral movement. They're switching direction to right, to left. Excellent cover, recovery by Royal, number 7, Senuja. No hurry for Royal College, but they're edging closer. And is that a holding on? Yes, excellent piece of work by Isipathana. Not sure who the player is, but oh no, it's another turnover. How lucky is that? Royal winning back. They really want to score a point. Oh dear, oh dear. So Isipathana wins that all-important penalty to come out of jail, because the warning is in their side, Abdullah, and also the number 8 collapse. So yellow cards seemed inevitable in any moment. But what a way to come out of jail.
Yeah, that's right. The problem from Royal's point of view, the pick and goals were far too slow, isn't it? They need to try and speed it up a tad faster, because it's too slow. It's allowing the Isipathana defense to realign. And Isipathana were very good at applying pressure at the breakdown and forcing Royal to peel that back. As we have a look at that once again.
Time back on. Hurry up.
So the call was for place, or rather playing the ball on the ground by the looks of it. So throw in for Isipathana right on their 22.
Mihisara with the throw in, the man with the number 4 shirt and the scrum cap on. Excellent collection by the Tinethara Dodangoda, the number 7. Changing direction, Zumri finding the space, and he puts the kick into touch. And looks like a late tackle. Referee Shankar will have a word with his assistant referee. Isipathana fans are not so keen with that. As you can expect, their star player being down. We are into the 20th minute. We still didn't see that Zumri spark, nor as Nabil Elias attack. Yes, there have been a few changes in terms of their position in the starting lineup, but would be great to have a look at a replay. Here we go. Here's that pass by Kalindu Shenal. Zumri taking his time. I don't see any malice on there. This is you're watching on the slow motion. If you look at the real-time play, perhaps that's a fair chase for my eyes, Abdullah.
Yes, let's have a look and see what the TMO and referee come up with.
Here is that replay, slow motion replay. Are we waiting for the TMO call, Abdullah?
Can I have another angle, please?
Yes, it's been referred.
Ishanka, I have a decision for you.
Yes.
I see as the player has committed, but at the same time I see a soldier charge. So therefore you may go for a penalty with a yellow card.
Yellow number 4.
Correct. Yellow number 4. Shoulder penalty, yellow card.
Thank you. Number 4. Late charge and shoulder charge. It's a yellow card. Shoulder charge.
Oh, there we go. The confirmation come from the TMO. He has already committed, but there's a shoulder charge, but that was a bit harsh. Anyway, they have to go with it.
Well, probably a tough call, but when you put yourself in those situations, you are in the mercy or at the mercy of the adjudicators. So Royal will have to pay the price for that, and will have to manage for the next 10 minutes with 14 men. I'm sure that Isipathana will look to try and capitalize on it. It's interesting, Sabir, we've almost entered the 20-minute mark, and the score is yet 0-0.
Absolutely, and certainly Isipathana now with the numerical advantage. Quite unfortunate to Buenaka Senanayaka, but perhaps according to letter of the law, that's a shoulder charge. So sadly, you have to sit in this naughty chair for the next 10 minutes. Well, we are into the 22nd minute now. We are witnessing some great rugby encounter here in this super round of Dialog Schools Rugby League. A well-collected, lovely executed throw by Kenula, and equally well collected by Dodangoda. Here's Isipathana marching forwards. Kalindu Shenal puts a huge thumping kick. That was really a tester, and certainly Idris Farooq makes a fumble out of it, and there's an accidental offside as well. As a result, Isipathana will have a first point scoring opportunity, as clearly they have pointed for the post. That's an excellent kick into the skies by the scrum of certainly under pressure.
Yes, just had enough of hang time to let his charges put pressure on the Royal back three. Unfortunately for Royal, not being good enough to cope with it. I'm not sure whether Idris Farooq was the best person to take that ball. I think Amika Samarasinghe should have come and called for it, because he was the person who was running towards the ball. Farooq was running backwards, but nonetheless, Isipathana, through their talisman, Shahid Zumri, an opportunity to go into the lead.
Absolutely, Abdullah. It looked like pretty much Amika's call, because he was running into the ball. It's always difficult when you run backwards to catcher, or call it here Zumri with the first real opportunity, and this time that's a peach of a kick, and first points on the board for the home team with courtesy of their star player Shahid Zumri. 3 points to nil, and we are heading into the second quarter of this all-important super round between Isipathana versus Royal. 3-0 at the 22nd minute.
Brilliantly struck penalty. From the moment he struck it, you knew that it was not going anywhere but between the posts. And I'm sure Isipathana will be thrilled to be drawing first blood, and they'll have the advantage of playing with an extra man as well for the next 8 minutes or so.
Here's Farooq with the restart straight away into Zumri's hand. And the ball comes loose, lost turnover. Looks like...
Yellow knock-on advantage.
In fact, that's a knock-on advantage. Knock-on by Royal College. Advantage in favor of the Green Machines. Kalindu, Shenal taking all his time.
Release!
Kenula with the contact. And straight away,
Go back.
trying to make few yards. Here's Zumri once again with the rescue.
Advantage over.
And this time advantage is over. Collected by Nabil Yahya. Oh, lovely step by Yahya. Yahya running through, and is that a high tackle? Yes, right in front of referee Weranga. Oh dear, oh dear. It's going to be another decision, but before the decision, we hope that both the players, Yahya and Kavin Tarusha of Isipathana College, not a serious injury. Let's go through the replay, but Abdullah, lovely break by Nabil Yahya.
Yes, very well collected as well. And the question is, was it shoulder on shoulder or shoulder to head? So let's say what the referees and the TMO have to say about it.
And get the contact point.
C3, C4, can you give me angles please for a foul play?
Number 20.
Well, this angle it looks a head-on-head clash, Abdullah, but from the previous angle it looks a shoulder and then head. There's mitigation factor, but here's that angle.
Well, I'm not sure whether there was any mitigation, Sabir, because the player was upright, and I think when you're upright, you always leave yourself susceptible to a call.
Absolutely, yes. It's Kavin Tarusha's responsibility to go low in terms of tackle technique. Yeah, this angle it looks again decision time for.
Ishank, I have a decision for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it as a shoulder charge. So number 3, yellow card penalty.
Only yellow card.
Yeah, only yellow card. Green number 3, shoulder
Okay, thank
charge.
you. Number 3.
There we go. The confirmation comes from the television match official Dinka Paris. Oh, Kavin Tarusha. That's a sin bin for 10 minutes. Certainly, that will be debatable among royalists. But the decision has been given, so both teams now equal in terms of the numbers, 14 each. And Royal will have the advantage with this penalty. Idris Farooq puts the kick into touch.
So it's 14 players all. There is an opportunity for Royal here. They have lost a considerable bit of weight in their pack, has Isipathana. Royal too have, on the other hand, with the loss of Veera Surya.
Hey, number 5. Elidan, Tav Elidan. Enne pathulata.
Nakib Mohammed with the throw-in. What sort of a ploy will Royal use? They will certainly fancy this. Isipathana ready to counter. Just missed ball. Yeah, they have won it. And Lasita with the offload to their scrum half. Here's Zumri, puts the kick into the open space. Yahya, the fullback, with a lovely step, and he tried to make his running angle straight. Opportunity and numbers out wide for Royal College in the blind. Good run by Amika. Simak a bit slow on that occasion. However, Royal with position. Here's Simak to big number 5 Yahan Veerasurya. Option, numbers, space. Here's the number 8 Disas. Oh, lovely break. He was bumped through his first defense. You've been mentioning about his work rate so far in terms of his attack and defense. Here's Nakib Mohammed. Runs through the defense. Isipathana under pressure. They have holes in terms of their defense. Lovely inside pass to the tight head prop Tinet Gamage. No hands. That's the second offense.
Number 4.
Well. Accelerating stuff. Royal College on the attack.
Number 4.
You see so many holes on the green machine defense, Abdullah, because all of a sudden with that yellow card, there's a lack of communication in terms of their defensive line.
No, number 8.
Yeah, that's right. I think Royal three-quarters just need to straighten up a bit more to create a bit of space out wide. Something which they haven't been good enough to do this season.
Number 8 na.
And interesting, Royal have opted for a scrum, Sabir. So see what kind of tactic they'll use from this situation. Got to keep in mind they have to play without a number 8 as well.
Crouch. Bye.
If a tight head prop is being seen in, there need to be a replacement. Here's Simak. That's a lovely running by the fly half Farooq. Nakib Mohammed, the hooker, been brilliant throughout the season. Here's the lucid Ihan Bandara. Again Simak to his tight head prop this time. Tinet Gamage.
No.
Almost a turnover. Managed to keep position. Simak to Nakib Mohammed. Nakib bulldoze through the defense. Isipathana have to organize their defense. Lovely decoy work. Here's Tinet Gamage, the skipper, to the number 8. Dangerous. Disas with a lovely offload. Oh, no. That's another opportunity goes begging. Unfortunately, Didula Jayasuriya could not hold on to that. However, referee will come to that initial advantage in favor of Royal. Or perhaps the advantage is over. So it's going to be a Isipathana line out. Here's that offload, and on that occasion, very good defense. Excellent piece of defense by
4-man.
Isipathana's Nimanta Sandeepa, a hat-trick hero of the last game against St. Thomas's. Kenula Misara with the throw-in, and is it straight? Not straight. Well, closing the gap, Royal number 3, Tinet Gamage. Opportunity to come out of jail as Zumri puts a thumping kick, and it was well collected by Nabil Yahya. This is the advantage that they are playing with Yahya. He opted to run by himself with a lovely feint, but this time a textbook tackle comes from Isipathana's number 6. That's Shakib Zumri. Simak to Idris. Here's Royal. Numbers out wide. Skipper Thivain with a lovely step.
Back.
Straightening his lineup. Here's Royal. Backward says referee. Pick and goes by the scrum of Mohammad Simak.
Last foot.
Amika acting as halfback. Yahan Veerasurya, the 6 foot tall lock forward. Royal forming deep in terms of their attack. Good carry by Thivain Lakdeep, but it's a turnover. Zumri puts the kick into space, one bounce into touch, and Isipathana showing some excellent work in terms of their defense.
Yes, Royal just in two minds really, whether to run or kick. Just need to be a bit more assertive in their decision making. So far, don't think that has been quite on point.
It all came from Nabil Yahia's moment, but this is that replay. Royals centre Thivain Lakdeep. He runs to his right, cuts inside, and here it's a good fair play, says a referee.
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful work by Zumri at the breakdown. He released the tackle and then went for the ball. Had the presence of mind to kick ahead as well, and probably just unfortunately for Isipathana that the ball went into touch.
That's a knock-on advantage in favour of Royal. Pick and go. Taken in, so you cannot kick out on the full. But if you kick out on the full, it's going to be a scrum, which is the initial infringement. And talking about Nabil Yahia, again on that occasion he was opt to run by himself. Sometimes this is where the skill of Yuan Patirana, who played as fullback, his left foot, educated left foot, come into those territorial kick. Perhaps Abdullah, what do you think? Abdullah, perhaps Nabil Yahia should have put that territorial pressure to come inside the opposite 22.
Yes, well, he's shown an inclination to counter-attack throughout this game. I don't know whether they don't want to kick possession away and give that Isipathana back three a chance to run at them. So it could be a tactical subject that they would have discussed before the game. So let's give Yahia the benefit of the doubt.
Here we go, Royal with the scrum. Simak Mohammed feeds using the shorter side this time. Holding on. Again, I'm not sure whether that was the right decision. The Royal Buinaka Senanayaka, who was sin bin, he's back into the field. So it was 15 versus 14.
Actually, it's Yehan Veerasuriya who was sin bin Sabir. So yet Royal are down to 14 players. Or has Veerasuriya come back onto the ground? Yes, Royal have got their full complement of players back. So that will make them feel much better. Again, Royal using Pathiran on the wing this time. And that's where the ball just shot out of the scrum as well. So sometimes when you keep playing around with positions, it can have a detrimental effect, as happened on that occasion. Now good attacking opportunity here for Isipathana.
Yeah, we are edging towards the half-time. Just over 3 minutes remaining. 3 points to nil in favour of Isipathana, the green machine. Here's Kenula. And Kenula could not direct his throw straight. Options for Royal. Opting for a scrum. Would be interesting if we can have a look at that replay. Well, this is not the perfect angle for us.
Yes, I think the point of collection was the issue. As the referee indicated, the ball was collected on the left shoulder of Junior Zumri. So referee was pretty clear in his adjudication. So reprieve for Royal. Now it's important that they clear their lines.
All in.
Mohammad Simak gives it to the fly half Idris. And finally he finds a pretty decent touch just outside the 22.
Yeah, that's a really good touch finder. Didn't have much of an angle to work with.
Wow, that is the trophy played for, Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. In terms of total tallies, Royal certainly has the advantage. However, here's that replay of that line out. Royal no intention in terms of contesting into this line out. And there.
Number 3, Elliot, number 3, yellow.
Anyway, referee is in much better place this time. A very good line out work. Excellent work. Play on, says referee. Skipper Nisaja into contact. Now Isipathana with the attack puts the kick into space by the number 14. It bounces into Nabil Yahia and he makes the fumble with a knock on. Dear oh dear, it's all happening here at Havelock Park. You can see the crowd are tense. They are on their toes. And great thinking by Isipathana's Avishka Hiran puts that kick, and Nabil Yahya certainly was under pressure. Here's that replay. And the pressure continues on Yahya. It's a textbook tackle by the number 12, Vikram Arachi as well. Last play before the halftime. Can Isipathana score a try before the halftime? Advantage in favor of them with this scrum. Khalil Shenal with the feed. Nisaja at the back of the scrum. Shenal puts the ball and a lovely switch move. Excellent work, but well marked this time. Zumri was well marked. Knock on advantage. Here's Royal with the counter. Simak to Bhuvanaka, Senanayaka. Oh, Bhuvanaka was holding on, unfortunately. But great work by the referee, allowing the play to continue. It was a knock-on advantage. Referee, yes, he understood that. So it's going to be a Royal scrum. But I think he called it a last play. Perhaps this should be the halftime.
Yes, it looks like it'll be the last play. Royal just need to get this ball into touch. But what a half it has been, Sabir. High intensity stuff. Probably both teams were not clinical enough in attack. Both teams had opportunities. It's just Isipathana who are in the lead, courtesy of that penalty by Shahid Zumri.
Bye.
Simak with the feed.
Absolutely exciting stuff here at Royal, here at Havelock Park. And Simak with the pass. Farooq puts the kick. It was collected by Nimanta Sandeepa. Here's Abdullah Faiz. Abdullah Faizer. And that's a knock on. So
Half-time.
That is a enthralling first half of Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024 Super Round action between the unbeaten Isipathana from Group 1A and the runners-up Royal on Group 2A. What a first half it's been. Just 3 points to nil.
Yes, highly physical, enthralling 35 minutes of rugby. But probably you'd have to say both teams were not probably as clinical as they should have been in attack. They had opportunities of crossing the line, but just at crucial moments not executing as well as they should.
This is what pressure does it to you, Abdullah. Even though they are schoolboys, it's complete, absolute pressure. You can see that in terms of execution not going well, etc., etc. And that's the halftime score. Isipathana 3 points to nil. Another 35 minutes action remaining in this second half action. Let's go for a quick break and we'll be back with the second half action.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනේදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා. නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
සර්ෆ් එක්සෙල් පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
Train neke allegi safari en yale abi ali wala suwate tiyan selfie gahamu ware machan ture dakune kohe giya trip one එක double වෙන්න කොතුමි රසට හදා නැති නැතට share කරම් kamuda machan prima කොතුමි fun tamai.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
සර්ෆ් එක්සෙල් පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Real energy for real life. Ride. NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Siat Car Radials. The road is yours.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා.
පිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash shaker. Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Welcome back to the second half action here at Havelock Park. This is Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024, and what a super round action we have been witness here. It's only 3 points to nil in favour of the home team, Isipathana College over Royal College. I'm joined with Abdullah Yusuf in the commentary box. What a game. What would be the message from Coach Dushant Liuke in terms of coming in that second half?
Yes, I think they just need to be a bit more accurate with ball in hand. They had their opportunities in that first half. As we have a look at the replays, that was the yellow card by Royals vice captain Yehan Veerasurya for that challenge on Shahid Zumri. And then a wonderful kick from the base and a really good chase. Idris Farooq tracking back, trying to collect it. And Simak was in front of Farooq, conceding a penalty, and Shahid Zumri with his trusted right boot slotting it over without any problem for the only score of this first half. And this was the other challenge by Isipathana's prop forward. It was Kavin Tushara was shown the yellow card for that hit, and those were the highlights of that first half. Isipathana leading 3 points to nil, but everything to play for in this second half.
Yeah, it's the only points came from Shahid Zumri's boots at the latter part of the first half. But yeah, what a game by both the teams. On the other hand, news out from St. Peter's College grounds that St. Peter's trailing by a point in that half. 20 Lions leading 13 points to 12. What a super round game. This is considered as one of the semi-finals for sure. And here comes the green machine. After their break, what sort of message Salih Kumara would be have given to the instructed for this team?
Yes, I think Salih will probably look to try and get them to spread the ball a bit more wide, isn't it, Sabir? I think try and just ask questions of that Royal defence as much as possible. They got into a bit of a physical, tight arm wrestle against Royal, and I'm sure Isipathana wouldn't want to do that for the remainder of this half. Just coming back, I think an area where Royal will really need to brush up is their line out. I think that just let them down pretty badly in this in that first half. There were a couple of opportunities closer to the line where they had the opportunity of getting clean ball and employing the driving maul, but some wonderful work by the Isipathana jumpers, Abdul Ahmed and Shakib Zumri, thwarting their opposite numbers to spoil some clean line-out balls. So it's an area of the game which Royal will want to brush up in the second half if they are going to get a positive result out of this game.
Good point by Abdullah Yusuf, former Royal skipper, 97. And here comes the Royal. They must be quite pleased with the scoreboard because they had all the opportunities. We saw that in the first 15 minutes. They got a couple of penalties. They opted to take the quick tap and go instead of going for their line-out drive and use their one of the key strength in terms of that driving maul. And they have a separate or a clear game plan in terms of playing against the Isipathana forward. Certainly we all expected to be Royal forward versus Isipathana backs game, but so far it looks even Steven in terms of position and territorial. Certainly a lots of pressure you can see from the body language of the school boys. It's not the same Isipathana's dominance in terms of their three-quarter moves. There's few neck-ons, etc., etc. We are all set for the second half
Green captain,
action.
ready.
And
Yellow
the
captain,
next 35
ready.
minutes is going to be electrifying. Farooq, the fly half, puts the kick straight away into his opposite number, Zumri. And Zumri opts to run by himself. He's got the X factor. Is that a late charge? He puts the kick, and here's Nabil Yahya, the fullback, with the kick collection, and he puts returns the kick in favor of Abdullah. Almost a fumble, but Abdullah Faizer puts the kick to clear out of the 22.
Well, Royal have got a chance to rectify their faults in the line out pretty earlier on in this second half. Just have got to get that timing correct. Veerasurya and Senanayaka have a height advantage over these Isipathana second rows, but you'd have to say it's an area of the game where Isipathana have been really good thus far.
This is not the first time, Abdullah. I have seen so many kickoff restarts. They're kicking straight away into Zumri or some other players. I have never seen, once you kick into the flyer for another playmaker, your chase is not there up to the mark. Perhaps they want the kick in return to get that line out.
But also, I think you would give a little bit of credit to Shahid Zumri. I think he positions himself pretty well to collect those kickoffs. Such a well-rounded player. Got a very good head on his shoulders. He's had the ability to read the game extremely well. So I think he just positions himself extremely well to take those high balls and launch an attack.
All set. Here's Nakib Mohammed with the throw in, not straight. Unfortunate. Another unforced error option for Isipathana with a line out or a scrum. So this is not the start that Royal would wanted, especially coach Dushant Luke would wanted.
Yes, it's interesting that they went right at the back of the line out so earlier on in this second half. It's a high risk throw, and Mohammed hasn't had the best games with the throw-ins today, so would have been a better option to just stick to number 2 or 4. Now scrum right on the 40-meter mark, an opportunity for Isipathana to launch an attack.
Khalid Silva fades. Khalid Silva at the back of the scrum gives it to Zumri. Zumri playing at 10 now. And he puts a beautiful kick into the space. One bounce, and it was collected by Royals number 14, Didula. And he runs all the way to no man's land, and he was isolated and could have well been turnover. Unfortunately, Didula, it's not a great decision making. He was under pressure with the courtesy of Zumri's tactful kick into that open space, but another opportunity for Isipathana to get their second points, or the second kickable points.
Yeah, well, Jayasuriya, not quite sure where he was running right into center field, isolating himself, making it pretty hard for his support players to track back. Not quite sure what the thinking was. So close to the try line, putting himself under a lot of pressure, and Zahid Zumri makes no mistake with the penalty. So Isipathana further extend their lead, 6-0.
Shahid Zumri once again taking this Isipathana team into his shoulders in terms of taking those points. No mistake. I'm not sure with the technique in terms of taking that kick. He didn't need any follow through in terms of that kick, just a touch. Obviously, it is just within kicking range, of course.
Yes, also I think that was also a very clever kick by Zumri. He took the ball on the right-hand side and kicked it across field, and he found enough grass, and Royals wing 3/4, I think it was Jayasuriya, had to track back and then just eloped across field and put his team under a lot of pressure. So Farooq restarts the proceedings.
I think Farooq heard our message clearly this time. It's a different restart. A bit leap on it. Oh, lovely run. It was Situm Rajapaksha, the loose head prop. Zumri, space out wide, and that is not a bad thinking, but quite unfortunate. It was Nimantha.
Line out close.
Unfortunately, that bounce of the ball, you're asking for trouble. So perhaps not a good decision making. But this is what they want. Apparently, they want to play in the shorter side. They want to make those yards, gain all those advantage of the open space, create something out. 5 minutes into the second half. Don't think it's a head injury, it's a shoulder injury.
Number 11. Thank you, Doc. Number 11 chuta bala ganna.
Amika Samarasinghe.
It walked out.
Coach Dushan Leuke.
Walked out. Walked out. Walked out. Right. Time.
Still enough time remaining in the second half. Still the score 6 points to nil. Almost 30 minutes of play. And Royal with the opportunity. Just outside the Isipathana's 22. Mohammad Simak with the feed in.
All in.
This has picks and this has fence, and he could not trouble his opposite number. Good defense by Tinetra Dodangoda.
Number 14 offside, green.
Idris Farouk. Royal playing penalty advantage. Offside play by number 14, that's Avishka Hiran. Here's Royal, Simak to center. Here's the skipper Thiven. Thiven again running in a straight angle. Quite unfortunate. Thiven should have placed that ball, allowing his number 12, Dinada, to support him. But quite unfortunate. Anyways, Royal will take that
offside
penalty.
Number 14.
Perhaps Nabil Yahya will fancy his right boot.
Yes, and looks like they have decided to take the penalty.
Offside
So Isipathana trading on offside territory on that occasion. Again, Royal 3/4, just not being able to straighten that line out before passing. So it's a crucial kick here for Yahya to get Royal's first points on the board.
Nabil Yahya with the first real kick to points in this game, and he makes no mistake. Excellent work. Calm as a cucumber. Nabil Yahya made a couple of error of judgment in the first half. Also, he made some lovely yards in terms of playing that last man of defense. Anyways, Royal narrow the deficit into 3 points. Here's that replay. Straight as you like. 6 points to 3 into the 43rd minute. Abdullah Faizal puts the kick, and it's been collected by Thiven Pereira, the Royal skipper. He gives to Idris. Idris puts the kick into touch, and looks like it's a meter outside the 22. He could not execute it, but safe to say that it's out of jail territory.
Yes, line out right on the 22. Isipathana's line out has been pretty good thus far in this game, both from their own throw-ins as well when the opponents do throw in.
Here's Kenula Mesara with the throw-in, and they are going deep. Excellent work, well collected by Tinetra Dodangoda. Here's Kalindu Silva going for the shorter side.
Release now.
Release is the call. Kalindu Shenal and
no clear release.
Kavin Tarusha. He had to be in the sin bin for 10 minutes in the first half, and lovely decoy, lovely work. Abdullah Faizal gives it to the hat-trick hero of last game. Nimanta Sandeepa cuts inside. He is safe. He had support. Here's the skipper, Nisada Jayavira. Kalindu once again to the Lucid Setuma Lovely defense by Royal, but not legitimately, says referee. There was an offside play. Taken quickly by Zumri. Zumri by himself, not 10 meters,
Not 10
advantage
meters,
once
advantage.
again. Here's the lucid prop. Sethum Rajapaksha into contact. He's isolated. Excellent work by Royal. And I'm not sure whether Abdullah Faisal what he was trying to do with that short distance. But penalty will remain.
Number 4 දෙකේ. මොකද හිතන්නේ? Number 4. Not 10 meters, number 4.
I think it was
10
Jehan
meters,
Veerasurya. Not 10 meters. Another opportunity to extend the lead into 6th.
Mark here. Coach.
Again, Zumri. He likes the fact to take 1 meter backwards than the original mark. Great communication. Nisar Javir, the skipper. Certainly he has a right to ask a few questions in terms of a breakdown. Here's Zumri into the 46th minute. Pin drop silence, and here comes the cheer for the Green Machines. It was all pin drop silence at the Havelock Park. And this man, it's pretty much Zumri 9 and Royal 3.
Yes, so Isipathana regained their 6-point lead. 10 minutes into the second half. Clean strike by Zumri. Was never going to miss from that range.
Idris to take the restart.
Time back on.
Time was off for a couple of seconds until they get the ball to restart. Here's Idris with the restart. This time he marks the lock forward, and that's a beautiful kick. Comes on the bounce again. Zumri into the rescue.
Back, last foot.
You cannot keep this man away. Here his brother Shakib Zumri. Turnover, and that's the first Amana Bank try. Royal College, tight head prop. Dinesh Gamage, take a bow. Taking that advantage play for the whistle. That's quite basic, but Royal on the mark. And they score the first Amana Bank try. 9 points to 8 with the conversion to come.
Well, it all came about with some wonderful work at the breakdown. Brilliant work by the Royal forwards. Isipathana making the cardinal mistake of letting the ball bounce from the kickoff. Some really good pressure by the Royal forwards. Dinesh Gamage, the beneficiary of that. And that's the first Amana Bank try for this game. Dinesh Gamage, the outstanding Royal prop forward, has managed to get the first score of this game in terms of a try. And now Nabil Yahya has the opportunity to put Royal in the lead for the first time in this game.
What a try, what a game we are witnessing here at Havelock Park. This is the beauty about Dialog Schools Rugby, and Nabil Yahya taking his chance to add the 2 points, and the kick is no good this time. Unfortunate though, but now the deficit is just by a point. It's all 1 point game here in this super round clash for playing for Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. Here's that loose ball, certainly play on, and Dinesh Gamage didn't need any invitation, just grab the ball and bulldoze through the whitewash. Excellent stuff. Abdullah Faisal to take the restart, and he puts the kick into the space. No one is calling for it, but the Royal skipper has to come to rescue. He was held up. A lovely offload to Idris. Idris up to go by himself, and he was got napped by between both the prop forward rather. And the halfback Simak puts the kick. Oh, lovely step. Excellent piece of work by Kalindu, the scrum half, and lovely offload. And that's not a good work by number 11, Abdul Aziz. He had his butterfingers. He was
Line out is
Not expecting that for instant, but he certainly took his eye off the ball.
But that's just the danger of this Isipathana back three. It's a reason why, Sabir, you haven't seen Royal kick position too much in this game, because their counter-attacking ability is quite potent, and if the chasers are not on mark, it can cause a lot of problems defensively.
Bind. Set.
Simak to feed, and Disas Patirana at the last man of the scrum.
Okay, all in.
Short, strong, number 8, very
Next
mobile.
kick.
Here's Idris, puts the kick, playing safe, and that's a good kick. Abdullah Faizer, the fullback, he puts the kick, lovely fend by Royal. Here comes the pressure. Abdullah Faizer clearly under pressure, he needs support, and he was holding on to position, and Royal wins the penalty. Wow, amazing stuff, excellent piece of work from your own 22. You're under pressure with that scrum, and a thumping kick. Abdullah Faizer making a mockery out of it.
Yes, but it all came, Sabir, by a wonderful chase by Royal. It was a pretty long kick. Isipathana probably into the back three, probably a little in two minds whether to run with it or kick. Eventually, fullback Faizer deciding to kick the ball, but by that time the chasers had encroached upon him. And some brilliant work once again at the breakdown wins the penalty for Royal.
Absolutely, indeed. Interesting. Well, Nabil Yahya not opting to kick. He's limping off your screens. Instead, it was the fly half Idris Mohammed. Sorry, I beg your pardon. It's Mohammed Farooq. And Royal into the lead for the first time of this game. And it took 50 minutes of play. What a second half for Royal. 11 points to 9. Royal lead by 2.
Time off.
And all of a sudden, Isipathana spectators are so silent.
Number 14, no, 14.
Feeling the pressure. But mind you, there's 20 minutes remaining. Here's that offense. Abdullah Faizer, it's a flat kick. He was trying to put that flat instead of a loopy kick. But what a brilliant chase. As a result, Royal with a 3-pointer. Zumri. Again, straight away into Thiven Pereira, the Royal skipper. He steps and he goes by himself. Cannot be isolated. Excellent cover by Tinit Gamage, who scored that Amana Bank try. Taken inside outside the 22. Again, this time Abdullah Faizer makes no mistake. Zumri opts to put the kick into the space. And Nabil Yahya, the one who collects that.
Catch.
Good cover, deflected from a Isipathana player. What a catch. It is as good as a cricket cow point catch. Royal still with possession. Nabil Yahya, he's really struggling with his knee, right knee. Nevertheless, here comes Royal, taken inside. He can kick certainly out on the full. Straight away into Zumri. Zumri opt to go by himself. Zumri puts the kick. Not sure whether that's a right kick. Well, it certainly looks like a good kick. 2 Isipathana versus 1 Royal. And he was tackled, not releasing the ball. That was the call. Time off, says referee. Wow, for instant I thought that was not a good ideal kick, but Zumri certainly knew what option he had on his far left.
Yes, there was a lot of space there, wasn't it? And he knew that he had 2 chasers on that left flank. So once again, wonderful vision by the Isipathana playmaker.
Number 4.
Yeah, number 4.
Number 4. Number 4. What? Number 4. Right. Meron charge up තියෙනවා. Be careful. වා වැඩිවල ගොඩක් අහු වෙනවා දැන් ඒක නිසා manage කරගන්න.
I think that's a Yehan Veerasurya, number 4. He was already on the sin bin. Another warning by referee Shankar. Not sure what is the reason. Perhaps would like to have a look at another replay if possible from our production crew. But Isipathana, that Zumri is kick. Here's that option, Abdullah. There's nothing wrong in that. He's been tackled. He released the ball.
But he was on his knees,
He was on his
Sabir.
knees,
He
yeah.
needed to be on his feet. So that
Time back
was
on.
the correct call. I think he could fault anything on
Number
that.
4.
But he had no option. He had to somehow hold on to possession because he did not have any support whatsoever.
Yeah, good decision by referee Shankar, and also he was well assisted by Alexandra right in front of him. So here comes Isipathana. What can they do from here? 53rd minute of this super round. This is all about Dialog Schools Rugby League. And Kenula Nisara with the throw-in. And Dodangoda once again secured very well. Nisala, the skipper. Here comes Isipathana's line. Abdullah Faizer to Zumri. He's playing wide. Zumri with a good step. And Zumri is through for the Amana back try. And Zumri, the playmaker. It's all Zumri. 14 points to Zumri. And Royal with 11 points with the conversion to come. And the silence Isipathana crowd is on their feet. And Havelock Park is all Havelock here. What a piece of magical moment for Shahid Zumri.
Well, you just cannot give him so much space out wide. Wonderful change of pace. And you just knew that once he got outside the left shoulder of his opposite number, it was going to be very hard to stop him. And as a result, Shahid Zumri records Isipathana's first Amana bank try of this game. And he had the presence of mind to go right across under the post, closer to the post as well, just to make the conversion easier for his mate as well.
Well. This is all about unselfishness. Zumri could have easily opted to take these 2 points under his belt as well. But instead, it's Avishka Hiran who is going to take that conversion. Certainly a vital 2 points. Clock is off. 54th minute, referee says time off.
This looks like the referee has a little bit of concern of some of the spectators who have encroached on to the field behind the try line.
match commissioner මෙතනට ඇවිල්ලා බලන්න කියන්නේ ආපුතෙන් නම් බලලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ නේ.
Here's that replay. A lovely work. Abdullah Faizer passed that under pressure. He made a mockery early on, gifting away 3 points, but he make amends. Here's Zumri. Too easy for him if you leave one-on-one. And this boy is simply outstanding. You can see the spectators over there. That is why the referee has stopped play. They need to go behind that fence. Another angle. Beautiful hands. This is trademark stuff from Isipathana.
Yes, you can see that the Royal line defensively, they did not go up together, isn't it? There was one player who shot up. Thivain was caught a bit flat-footed. And Zumri, the class actor he is, just waltzed through that Royal defense for the first try. And Isipathana hit back as against Royal's try. Now into a 14-11 lead with a pretty easy conversion to come in as well.
In the meantime, St. Peter's College have taken the lead 20 points to 16 over Trinity College. And that was St. Peter's trailing by a point in that first half. 13 points to 12. And here, referees have stopped play because the spectators need to be behind those fence in the clubhouse side of Havelock Park. You can see Isipathana Rugby Committee marshalling the... I don't think this is a good sign. This will stop all the rhythm of the players. help Uvindu Jayasinghe represent Sri Lanka at the Commonwealth Powerlifting Championship 2024. Donate today on karuna.lk. A great cause indeed. You have the QR code, you can scan and straight away go to karuna.lk and feel free to donate to build this young champion on powerlifting.
So still we have a bit of a stalemate here at the Havelock Park grounds. Referees insisting that spectators need to get behind the fences on that Havelock club side. The issue is on the clubhouse side of the ground. So looks like things have been sorted out and will recommence proceedings.
Time back on. The heart eye.
Avishka Hiran with the conversion to add the 2 points, and that is to 16 points to Isipathana College, and Royal with 11 points. It's all happening here at Havelock Park, and this is what Isipathana's trademark. Now they have a galvanized in terms of their attacking weapon from fly half to the wing. Still with only a try, only a 5-point difference. Can Royal come back with a steamer? Idris Farooq with the restart. It's a lovely high-hanging restart. Almost won by Royals Bhuvanaka Senanayaka.
Last push.
Here's Kalindu. And that's a lovely box kick. Lovely collection by Zumri once again. You cannot keep this man out of play. Here's Kalindu yet again. A big pass from loose head prop to the tight head prop. Lovely inside pass by Shahid Zumri. And here's Abdullah Faiza. He cuts inside. He's going a lateral run to the open space, but he was bundled by the Royal player and he was found guilty as well, holding on to position.
Well, brilliant stuff by the Royal Vice Captain Veera Surya. Got back, used his big frame to good effect. And you'd have to say saved Royals blushes. Because once again, that Isipathana back three showing what they're capable of. Some lovely inside passes, change of angles. Just some wonderful work at the breakdown by Veera Surya, enabling Royal to get out of jail on that occasion.
And what a beautiful kick by Idris Farooq. Lovely touch finder, almost 40 meter. Here's that replay. Abdullah Faiza, he was isolated. No pressure by the lock forward. And he makes the tackle. Abdullah Faiza, as he goes to the lower center of gravity. Great understanding by Bhuvanaka. Royal with the line out. Nakib Muhammad to put the throw in.
Hey, green.
Perhaps Royal would want a penalty from this line out. Every point's a pressure reliever. Muhammad with the throw in. Oh, excellent work. But closing the gap, says referee. I thought for an instant it was a fair contest. We'll have a look at that replay.
Scrum down.
Scrum call. Here's that replay. I thought Isipathana player going first. Royal player completely outplayed on that occasion, but referee had thought otherwise.
Yes, by the looks of it, I think the decision was based on that the Isipathana jumper went across. So you can do that. So that seems to have been what the referee was implying. Simak with the feed in.
Here's Simak and the little dynamite Disas at the back. This time Simak opted to go to Idris. And here's Nabil Yahya, and he was caught up. Look, that's a high tackle. Could well perhaps go into the television match option. Referee Nishanka having a word with...
Hey, captain, number 12. Captain, number 12. Play Anahinda, just a penalty only. Don't be careful. Be careful.
The mitigation factor is there, according to referee Alexander.
So decision time here for Royal. Will they go for the points or will they go to touch? Still there are about 11 minutes remaining.
Interesting call. Will Nabil Yahya opt for 3 points? 10 minutes is a long time. But instead they are going to
number 12
kick into touch. It was Dinada Vikramarachi who made that seatbelt tackle. Oh, well, sensible decision perhaps. The initial call I thought for a second to go into touch, pointed by Nabil Yahya, but here is that replay. Yahya puts the dummy in. That's a fair call to be a penalty only.
Yes, I don't think it was much more than that. Hand to the head, but level of danger I don't think was too acute.
Mitigation A is Zumri in his front, goes to the first tackle, and the kick, quite unfortunately, it's wide off the upright, so the score will remain 16 points to 11.
Green number 5 off.
Certainly Idris Farooq must be disappointed, but he need to hold his nerves. Still have another 10 minutes remaining. What a cracking game we are witnessing here at Havelock Park.
Time on.
Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024. This is the super round game. And Zumri with the 22 restart. A lovely kick. Puts a Royal centre. Judging which direction it's going, Thivain Lakdeep. Off it. Number 13. That's Nimanta Sandeep. Gives away another penalty. Opportunity to get into Isipathana's 22 and some try their ace weapon, which is the line out drive. Beautiful kick indeed. Excellent stuff.
Yes, his kicking out of hand has been very good. The problem with this is Sabir throughout this game, Royal's line out again just hasn't functioned. And the man on the screen there, Isipathana coach Salia Kumara, will be pretty pleased that has been the case.
Looking very calm, not showing his emotions. And this time, great line out. Well collected by Veera Surya. Here comes Royal. And this is their trademark stuff. Have they left it until the 60th minute mark? Advantage in favor of Royal. Clear collapsing by Isipathana. Pick and go. Nakib Mohammed. But in fact, that was...
Number 3.
Both the prop forwards, both the loose head Situm and tight head Kavin found guilty in terms of collapsing that scrum.
Number 3.
Yet another interesting call. Abdullah Yusuf in the commentary box is not a happy man here. Perhaps a line out drive. If you can do this line out, execute this line out drive for 10 to 15 meters and win a penalty. If you do it again, another collapse means it will end up in a penalty try.
Yes, and have to say that Isipathana player who collapsed the ball is pretty lucky to be on the field, you'd have to say. Royal had all the momentum from that. Patirana with a break from the back of the scrum. Breaks a couple of tackles, another high hit right onto the head.
Advantage.
Veera Surya takes the ball up. Simak.
Here's Royal marching forward. Simak early on. Here's a
block tackle.
Yehan
block
still
tackle.
playing that high tackle infringement. Simak gives it to Idris. Thivain Pereira, the skipper, cuts inside. He needs support. Royal still playing with the advantage, but well, not supporting body weight. I'm not sure with
number 1.
They do have the penalty advantage, but I'm not really sure with that Advantage play, however.
Repeated offside and block tackle.
Oh dear, another yellow card. Another yellow card.
One penalty there. One penalty. What do you want? Wait.
Well, Setum Rajapaksha, the loose head prop, the number 1, found guilty.
Time back
I think referee heard your call, Abdullah Yusuf.
Offside and block.
White, Royal with the advantage, numerical advantage as well as positional advantage. Onto the 5 meter mark, pick and go. Tineth Gamage already scored a try. Here's number 8. Jisas supporting the ball carrier. Buenaka. Royal still with position.
Again advantage.
Yet another advantage. I think it was number 9, Kalindu. And here's the Amana Bank try. Excellent work by Royal. Wow, you can see the jubilant face. I think it was the one with the scrum cap, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get his jersey number.
Number 12.
So I think it was one of the replacement Royal prop forwards. Just wondering whether it could have been Marika who was the beneficiary of that try line. Let's have a look at that once again.
Well, anyway, that's the second Amana Bank try for Royal College, and the scoreboard is equal 16-all with the conversion to come. Certainly with a kickable distance, Idris can make all amends with his last penalty touch, which was not successful. Here's Idris with the conversion, and that is successful. Royal once again take the lead. Wow, unbelievable stuff here at Havelock Park. Electrifying. Final few minutes. Here's that number 4, picks and goes, and that's the replacement. Number 18, the try scorer is Afif Farooq. And the conversion is good. So the replacement Afif with the Amana Bank try. Here's Isipathana with the restart. Abdullah Faizer puts the cake. Oh dear, that's a fumble. First knock on and then into line out. They certainly have two options. Either to opt for the scrum or the line out.
So you'd have to say both teams, Sabir, in this game, one area where both teams have probably not been as proficient that they should be is the receiving of the kickoff, isn't it? Royal has been pretty lackluster in that area, and this time Patirana, would have to say, has been outstanding for Royal today. Just knocking the ball on, unfortunately for Royal. So a prime attacking opportunity for Isipathana. No doubt they will be using their 3 quarters to good effect. Good thing for Royal is they'll be able to use put one of their 3 forwards in the 3-quarter line to have that additional support in terms of defense.
Here's Kalindu, a lovely decoy work, loop around, wrap around. Here's Abdullah Faizer, well marked tackle by his opposite number. Oh dear. Unfortunately, Avishka Hiran right in front of the referee. He was trying to play as the halfback, but he certainly knocked it on.
But it all came down due to that wonderful work at the breakdown. I believe it was fly half Farooq, who once again, Idris Farooq, has done a lot of work at the breakdown. Not an area where you associate your fly half to be involved in, but just some brilliant work there at the breakdown. A good rush tackle, if you can have a look at that to see who it was. And then Farooq followed it up with some wonderful pressure being applied at the breakdown, resulting in that. And it was a good tackle by Royal's number 24, Yuan Patirana. And just look at the hard work by, I think it was Farooq who just applied that pressure.
Excellent work indeed. Here's Idris, once again gives it to skipper Nabil Yahya with the collection and the right wing. Amika Samar Singh almost finding the touchline. No scrum off, waiting for scrum off.
Play on.
Play on, says referee. The big lock forward has to act as the halfback. It was Zihan. Veera Surya. Here's Idris. Yet again. Another good carry by Tinet Gamage. Here's Simak to Idris. And Nabil Yahya, draw and pass. Lovely work. Here's the replacement, number 24, Yuan Patirana. And that is a knock on. That is a knock on. The time is ticking. Pardon our foul language if you picked up from the mic. Referee certainly will have a...
next time magi lang step එකට යනවා. විනාඩි 5යි 4යි තියෙනවා. දෙන්න මැසේජ් එකක් කෑ ගන්න එපා සර් කියලා.
Clear instruction, referee. Let him do his job. That was the call for the skipper Nisaj Jayavira of Isipathana. Right, Isipathana with the position. We are edging towards the last few minutes. And Royal on the lead. And that's the unfortunate knock-on by the wrist replacement winger. That's Yuan Patirana. Started a few of the league games at the fullback position. He came off the bench for this game. Certainly has that educated left foot.
Yes, Veera Surya, rather Sena Nayaka has been replaced. So got to keep in mind, Isipathana will finish this game with 14 players. So Royal have an extra man in the line in defense, which could prove important.
Set. Steady.
It's just important that they get their coordination and alignment right with that extra man.
All in, all in.
Kalindu Shenal sends it out wide and puts the kick into the space by Avishka Hiran. He was collected. Knock-on advantage in favor of Isipathana. Avishka Shenal puts the kick and collects. Ball comes loose. Isipathana still with possession.
No advantage.
Wow, knock-on after knock-on, position after position. Time is ticking. You can see the Royal bench. Hands on the heads. Pressure moment. Isipathana's unbeaten run in this league. It's ever so close as we go into the final 2 minutes here at Havelock Park. This has been a real helter-skelter of a game.
3 minutes more.
Our clock is not the final clock. Referee Ishankar says 3 minutes more. Referee's clock, what matters? Here's that incident. A lovely kick into space. And equally well collection by Hiran Avishka. A good opportunity just outside the 10-meter mark. You can attack from either side of the play.
Set.
Kalindu Shenal with the feed in.
All in, all in.
Here's Kalindu, opts to go to his right. Here's the center. Oh, lovely fend. Another good fend. Excellent work by Dinda Vikramarachi. Isipathana straight away into 22. That's the advantage. Opportunity to go for 3 points or to the side. Decision time. Abdullah Yusuf, what do you think should be the decision by the captain Nisaja?
Well, the way Zumri has been kicking Sabir, I wouldn't fault them taking the choice of taking the kick. He's been outstanding all game, as he has been all season for Isipathana. And when the game is on the line, I don't think they could expect a more trustworthy player to place their fate in.
What a lovely work by Dinada Vikramarachi. Lovely fend and a lovely dummy. Easy as you like, and he made lovely yards, and more importantly winning that penalty. Crucial time. Can Zumri be the hero? He's been already scored 14 points out of this 16 for Isipathana. Pin drop silence once again. It's like 35 meters with the angle, perhaps 32. And the kick is not successful. Royal will have position, but he puts the kick into Isipathana's hand. There's option, replacement 27, straight away into contact. And Isipathana still has option. But a Royal player is down. I'm not sure. Looks like Farouk. No. Number 23, that's Fahad Nazar. Well. If you would have kept that in goal try, it's going to be a...
Well, a brain fade if there was one, Sabir. All he needed to do is just touch the ball down.
Oh dear, this is what we don't want to see. There's some spectator intervene. Referee is not happy.
Match එක continue කරන්න බෑ. යා පැත්තෙන් සෙරප්පොලි මුත් එක ගහනවා.
Isipathana Rugby Committee and the security are trying to work hard in terms of intervention by the spectators. Again, 69 minutes in our clock. Perhaps another a minute and 10 seconds altogether. 70 seconds perhaps remaining from referee Shankar's clock.
Yes, and unfortunately there's been another halt in play. It's like there's been some interference with the touch judge, Ravin Alexander, I believe, on this left-hand side of the ground.
Here's that replay. Yeah. Rolling on, extra roll on that occasion. Should have been a penalty for Royal College. But referee is not happy.
Yes, well, let's hope that this situation is solved. Just probably the final 90 seconds of what has been a wonderful game. Don't want it to be spoiled by just one or two unfortunate unruly spectators in the crowd.
In the meantime, Abdullah, we have to decide on the NDB Bank player of the game.
Well, Sabir, the game is still very much on the line.
Whoever scores the try or the points.
I think that would be pretty... probably not the best way to decide on the man of the match, but let me do it this way, Sabir. If Royal do pull off this game, I'd probably give it to Isipathana. I think his work rate from number 8 has been absolutely brilliant. But if Isipathana do pull this game off, I don't think you can look much beyond their talisman, Shahid Zumri, who again has been absolutely outstanding. But still everything to play for. We have about 90 seconds remaining, Sabir, and this stoppage has just added to the drama that we have witnessed here at Havelock Park today.
If that happens as a Royal prediction, Abdullah, I'm completely agree with you. He's been outstanding for a number 8. Very short in stature, but he was very mobile, very fearsome in terms of a breakdown tackles and contesting the breakdown, and his agility and his awareness was outstanding. So as Shahid Zumri, he's been remarkable throughout the season for this green machine. Out of 16 points, he have scored 14 points. Just 2 points came off their number 14 Avishka Hiran's boot with a conversion. But will the play remain? Will the play continue? It's all into referee's call. Isipathana Rugby Committee and the securities are working hard in terms of preventing. If this not happen, perhaps referee will blow the final whistle and the score will remain as it is.
Yes, well, this unfortunate stoppage just doesn't help either team, you'd have to say.
Well, I don't know what to say really. There is enough securities. There is
yes, you can see the match organizing committee of Isipathana working tirelessly to get things on track. But it's also getting pretty dark here at Havelock Park. So we'll have to recommence proceedings pretty soon.
Yeah, this is not a good sign. This is not a good sign. You still have a minute. You can. Anything could happen. One penalty is enough for a 3 points. It's important to come on top, but this is not what we would like to see. We have already witnessed what happened in the game between Science College. The referees are saying it's a match commissioner's call. But the time is ticking. This is not what you want, Abdullah Yusuf.
Yes, well, not when the game is on the line, isn't it, Sabir? It just doesn't help either team.
If you are the referee in the middle in charge, Abdullah Yusuf, what would be your call? I know you haven't refereed, so you don't want to answer this.
Well, they've just got to ensure that they can finish this game, isn't it? I don't think anyone would want the game to finish in this manner. Probably just about 90 seconds or less remaining. And it's a pretty unfortunate way to end this game. Despite what has been a really enthralling encounter in front of a packed house.
It's a shame to see all the riot policers have to be intervened here, because it's not everyone, it's just only 1 or 2 spectators, because the rest of the Isipathana spectators been really well. Referee Shankar is talking about his safety. I'm clearly with his side this time, because we don't want to see that happening again. He's the one who already victimized.
Yes, you can absolutely understand. And it's not just him, isn't it? It's his touch linesman and his assistant referees as well, because they are the ones who are on the sidelines. And you can see that the match organizing committee of Isipathana just trying to reassure the referees that they will take all precautions necessary.
Captain, scrum mein aati nahi aata.
Yeah, but again, referee Shankar, great sportsmanship to come back and restart this game if that happens. But if you are the referee, you certainly have the right to blow the final whistle, and that's the game over. Even you can say that.
Yes, but I don't think that's the way you'd want a game like this to end, isn't it?
Absolutely,
Sabir?
absolutely, yeah.
So it's good to see that Sena Council has prevailed. And looks like we'll restart proceedings. It'll be a scrum for Isipathana.
Time on.
Right on the 25.
In the meantime, St. Peter's continuing their unbeaten win. 37 points to 28 over Trinity College back in Bambalapitiya. But this could perhaps be the final minute here at Havelock Park. Isipathana trailing by 2 points. The home team and the unbeaten team from Group 1A. Here's Kalindu Shanal. Kalindu Shanal to feed in.
5, 6, steady.
Both the Royal and Pathana crowd are crazy and on their feet. Here's Kalindu. Gives it to Tarusha, and that's a knock-on advantage. Not what you wanted. That's not what you wanted. Is that the full time?
Right. Nagin. Right.
Still not sure whether it's the final whistle. Referee Shankar going for the TMO.
Any foul play?
Ishanko whistle ka blow karla tibbe.
Oh.
Can I have angles to see whether there's a foul play, please?
Well, the TMO is checking for any foul play on Isipathana player. Off your screen, he's down. Looks like a head knock. We'll see. Here is that replay. Colombo with a pass to Avishka Hiran playing as the first receiver. That's a knock on. And for my naked eyes, Abdullah, I don't see a foul play. That was purely a rugby incident, quite accidental. But would be interesting what referee or the TMO Dinkapiri's call is going to be.
Can I have another angle, please?
Well, still waiting for the TMO call. Here's another angle. And that's maybe a push. That's what they're looking for. But it has been knocked on. But again...
Well, it was pretty innocuous, isn't it? I think it was Sima who just tried to come and get the ball. Don't think there was anything in it. But say what the referees have to say.
Still looking for another...
Ishanka, I have a decision for you.
Yes.
Ishanka.
Oh.
Whistle like a blow kalla ivarai. Number 20 Royal coming behind and pushing. Warn him and penalty.
Thank you. Number 12. Number 12.
Well. What a decision this is going to be.
Jinka.
Oh, Ishanka again.
Number I can.
Royal number 20 whistle like a blow කරන් පස්සේ ඇවිල්ලා play එක push කරනවා penalty warn him.
Right. Okay, thank you. Play whistle එකට පස්සේ මම ඇවිල්ලා shoulder එක තියනවා. Just a penalty only. Just a penalty only. whistle එක ගැව්වට පස්සේ කාඩවත් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න බෑ.
Well, that's a call.
Go back, please.
That late tackle comes after the whistle being blown onto the knock on, right? But again, this is highly debatable. But this penalty, Shahid Zumri has the option to put that penalty and be the hero of this evening. Well. Last play, it's all to decide from Shahid Zumri's boot. But that action, that penalty, I don't know whether to call it fortunate or unfortunate. It was a knock-on. And then after the knock-on, referee blew the whistle and the late charge. That was the call from TMO Dinkapiri. So you can see the royal numbers praying. And Isipathana fans on the other hand. Pin drop silence yet again. Zumri. Can he be the hero? Taking his time. And the kick is good! Shahid Zumri,
time over.
The man who takes this Isipathana College for that unbeaten tag. 19 points to 18. This is some exciting stuff. Indeed, Royal fans are not happy with that decision. But oh my words. Oh dear. Isipathana win by a point. And firecrackers. And the players and the fans and the referees are escorted safe for the time being. That's what important, but what a magical performance by Shahid Zumri and Isipathana. You may argue with that a final call, but the call did happen. Play had to continue. And Isipathana. But mind you, this is not the final. This is not the league victory. However, they will move on for the proper final next week against Royal College. 2 unbeaten team lock on next week, next Saturday here at Havelock Park. And what a cracking game. And yes, NDB player of the match, it's none other than Chai Zumri. Scored 17 points out of 19 points with a try and 3 penalties, 4 penalties in fact. Well, it's all sorry state, disappointing state for Royal College. Certainly they gave their everything. And certainly they would be absolutely disappointed. They won the game at the 68-69 minute. They came back brilliantly in that second half. But wow. Some jubilant faces, the green machine, and they will have the final play next week. That will decide the title of Dialog Schools Rugby 2024. Who will become victorious? Some great numbers played for Major Milroy Fernando Trophy, and it's a packed house here at Havelock Park. Just tuned in, it was Isipathana College who went only with a 3-0 lead in the first half, and as we went into the second half, Isipathana with a penalty and then Royal hit back with a try. And mind you, next week I'm sure they will have to have a better security system in this park, because Havelock Park is going to go all crazy. 2 defending, 2 top teams, undefeated teams will lock horns. Of course, Isipathana and St. Peter's. But what a game! I have lost my voice in the comm box, so has Abdullah Yusuf. But after all, at the end of 70 minutes, the full-time score is in favor of the green machine. Abdullah, your final thoughts?
Yeah, well, what a wonderful game. Probably a bit unfortunate the way it actually ended, but that's what sport is for you. So Isipathana, as a result, annexing the Milroy Trophy. They regain it after losing it to Royal last year. But what a wonderful game of rugby it's been. So with this win, Isipathana keep their title hopes alive. And they will move into what will be a final, in other words, against St. Peter's next week. So from Dialog League point of view, everything is set up brilliantly.
Yeah, absolutely. Next week is the decider between these 2 teams. But yeah, what a game we have witnessed here. St. Peter's won 38 points to 27 over Trinity College. And that is the sunset here in Colombo, here at Havelock Park. 20 minutes past 6. 19 points to 18. One of the closest game. And let's go through the highlights as well in the second half. Here is that lateral movement. By far, that's a swinging arm perhaps, but holding on. Isipathana won the penalty. Here's Zumri with a penalty in the second half. So 6 points to nil, and Royal, it raised the fly half, sniping through the defense and won a penalty. Nabil Yahya made no mistakes. It took literally 50 minutes to Royal to score the first points. Zumri taken it quickly and with a lovely offload to their loose-head prop. Sethum Rajapaksha, but Royal infringed in the breakdown. Zumri with another penalty. Then it was 9 points to 3. Royal, Tinet Gamage with Amana Bank try, and Royal came for the lead. Oh well, in fact 8 points to 9, just a point difference. And with this kick, Royal came to the lead for the first time in the 55th minute. And this was the beauty. Zumri with a fend, and too easy. If you allow him space, it's very hard to stop him. Next week with him and Vishenka Silva going to be a great battle for sure. And conversion by number 14, that was Avishka Hiran. And then Royal with the second Amana Bank try by the replacement Fahad, replacement Afif Farooq. Royal went to the league with that conversion, had the opportunity last play. This was the incident. Well, Royal would disagree, and Isipathana say it was the right call. It went for the TMO, and this was the final kick, the winning kick from Zumri. As you can see, 2 tries to 1, 2 penalties to 4 penalties, 1 conversion each. 19 points to 18. What a cracking game. A point game. 1 point is the difference. With this unbeaten run, Isipathana will head into next game to play the grand finale against St. Peter's. Shahid Zumri, player of the match, scored 17 points out of 19 points. He could have well converted the 2 points conversion and make all the points under his belt. But at one point he just gave away to his opposite half his teammate Avishka Hiran. So that's all we have from Havelock Park. We will take a look at the next week's fixture. St. Peter's versus Isipathana, and Royal versus Trinity at Royal Complex, and Isipathana versus St. Peter's. That is going to be the finale. And Royal versus Trinity, it's going to be a pre-Bradby perhaps. The actual schedule for the first leg on the 24th and the second leg on 7th September.
Yeah, that's right. So it's going to be interesting to see how both schools approach that game. Pretty much nothing on the line for both those teams. So just be an opportunity for each team to just suss each other out. There could be a few changes in both teams' lineup, but all eyes next week will be on that final encounter between Isipathana and St. Peter's right here at Havelock Park.
Yes, indeed, all eyes here at Havelock Park, but I'm sure there will need some improved security, because we don't want to see another spectator intervene and a referee's assault. But kudos to referee Shankar. He had to stop the game twice. But Isipathana committee made sure that they will be safe. We are waiting for the trophy presentation, Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. Isipathana will reclaim the trophy. Brother of Dilroy Fernando. also Sanjay Fernando, the chief guest for today's game. There was Sanjay Fernando. Trophy time, presentation time. Major Milroy Fernando Memorial Trophy. Sadly passed away during the Civil War. Played for that memorable trophy, if I'm not mistaken. He played for Isipathana, then he moved on to Royal. And 26 minutes past here. 26 minutes past 6. There's the trophy. Sanjay Fernando will deliver this in remembrance of his brother, late brother.
Papare to show millions of people watching this.
We'll hand over to the presentation ceremony.
Royal, one of the most awaited games in the school's rugby league. And finally, after a talented show of display or performance, we are here to award the winners of the coveted Major Milroy Trophy. Let me invite the chief guest of this event, Mr. Sanjay Fernando, retired Wing Commander, Sri Lanka Air Force, to award the winning trophy to the captain of Isipathana, ladies and gentlemen, winners of the 33, the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. And they're happy. Isipathana College emerging the victors, walking away with this coveted Major Milroy Fernando Trophy, which was contested for the 33rd time between these two talented teams. And there, a moment where they celebrate. They have been waiting, training hard for this. And thank you very much for chairman of the presentation party for joining us, and and wonderful display of performance by Royal indeed. Tough luck today, but more to come in this Dialog Rugby League.
There you go, the champions, Isipathana College, champions winning that Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. But yeah, it was a 19 points to 18. A close encounter. They will take home the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. Congratulations to the skipper, Nisada Jayavira, and his team. But next week will be their big battle. 2 tries to 1 conversion, 2 penalty. And Isipathana 4 penalties and a try and a conversion. Shahid Zumri is the NDB Bank player of the match. So that's all we have from Havelock Park, and we'll see you with the finale of Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024 with next week action. And until then, do stay tuned. Myself, Sabir Khader, and Abdullah Yusuf, along with our technical crew, we are signing off from Havelock Park. Good night.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
Swistek Aquashield 2K waterproofer seal කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk or call 0117 756 756. Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න. beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න. හදවත බාවලා යන්න කින්නර fashion කරන්න. fun තුරන්න කොතුමි kick එක වෙන්න. cream කොතුමි fun තමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
Swistek Tile Adhesive අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
සර්ෆ් එක්සෙල් පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා. බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
right. Right. Studies ikai jobs deka tuna karanna.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
NDB නියොස් තියද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.